Hi, Dana Taylor here for Comm 3433, week 4 question and commentary. And on page 217 of Christian's Open TV, he talks about the indie producers being pushed out and corporate distributors taking over Open TV and algorithm culture. Do you think legacy TV or the oligopoly really have the control to change our culture? Are they truly that powerful? Or is that just kind of scare talk? Christian talks about data-driven advertising and how advertisements are serving ads based on our search terms and social media posts on page 220 and 221. Does this bother anyone else? Is a complete invasion of privacy feel kind of stalkerish? Or is this acceptable as a cultural norm now? And then in television and American culture, Mytel talks about television genres on page 234. Do you think genres have gotten too specific? Or do all shows really just fit in a few categories like epic, tragedy, comedy? My example would be like Starbucks coffee, tall, not that grande mocha with soy. It's all coffee. So our television shows, do they all fit in specific categories? Drama, comedy, etc. Or really are shows that specific? Reality, crime, they get really, really specific. And are most dramas just really soap operas? So it kind of goes hand in hand with that. Also, Mytel talks about game shows on page 244 and 247 in television and American culture. And while there's been some revival, I would say, with game shows on things like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire and Deal or No Deal, which is coming back. And there have been a few developments of some new shows with stars being on them. But do you think game shows are really on their way out? Have they kind of fallen off in popularity and they're no longer really what we're looking for? Or do you consider programs like The Voice or So You Think You Can Dance and that type of show as the new game show of this generation? Are they considered game shows or are they something else? And then in Post TV on page 146 and 147, Strangelove is talking about digital being another transformation of television, that it's not going to be the end, it's just a transformation. And my question is, do you see a trend that television is trying to control the digital world better than the music industry did by making you pay to watch shows? My example is that you used to be able to log on to the internet and watch almost anything. And now when you try to log on and watch shows, you have to prove that you are a subscriber to a certain service or a digital service so that then you can then watch the show. Is this how they're trying to control that transformation so that TV is still relevant, just in a new way? Are the big guys really what's behind that? Or, is that just things that they own? Thanks for listening. I hope all of you have a very Merry Christmas. And we will talk in the new year.